In this module, we're going to answer the big question, am I an alcoholic? And I think that's something that everybody has to sort of wrestle with when they're first considering stopping drinking, right? And so what I would like to submit for your consideration is that the term alcoholic is actually an outdated term. So in the DSM-5, which is the medical book, the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Health Disorders, they don't even use that word. They refer to it as alcohol use disorder, right? So we can take this big question of, am I an alcoholic, and just set it aside, because in professional medical terms, that is not even a recognized term anymore. It's sort of an outdated term, because the word alcoholic just sort of has like this broad image of a guy in a trench coat drinking out of a bag, right? Like, that's not what an alcoholic really is. And it's more, alcohol use disorder is what it's called now, which is actually a spectrum. It describes sort of a path, right? And some people are at the very beginning of alcohol use disorder where they're experiencing some negative consequences, right? And it addresses people all the way to the very extreme where they're physically addicted to alcohol, their life is a mess, and they are just like, have taken it to the furthest extreme, right? So alcohol use disorder is really a spectrum. And so there are a list of questions to help you decide whether you're on that spectrum or whether you should even quit or not. I'm just gonna throw out a few questions for you, but there will be a list in the printed material. So some of the questions to help you assess whether you're suffering from alcohol use disorder is more than once you wanted to cut down or stop drinking, or tried to but couldn't, spent a lot of time drinking or being sick or getting over the after effects, hangovers, or alcohol poisoning, experienced cravings, so that is like the strong need or compulsion to drink, found that drinking or being sick from drinking often interfere with taking care of your home or your family, or caused job troubles. So this is just a few of the symptoms of alcohol use disorder. And the first thing that I want to clarify for you, if you're even wrestling with any of this, is that it's not a moral issue, right? Alcohol is addictive, and when ingested, it puts the frontal lobe of your brain to sleep. That's where all your executive functions come from. And we act from a more subconscious or base behavior patterns, right? So it's not your fault, right? If you have, we live in such a drinking culture that everyone, actually, it's weird if you don't consume alcohol, right? But what happens with alcohol is, over time, given enough use, it becomes addictive. And addictive means that you've lost the ability to choose whether you're going to drink or not, right? So when we consider, stopping drinking for 30 days, we really need to get in touch with your why. What is your main motivation? And so I want to get to that, but first we sort of have to put this question aside: am I an alcoholic? I don't care about that. That is not the issue. The issue is, what are some of the cause and effects of your behavior from drinking? And in the next module, we're going to get to, what is your why? What is your main motivation for wanting to quit drinking? That is more forward thinking, and let's think about what you do want, not what you don't want. So I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.